Barney Frank is a guy who was in Congress for a long time. On some issues, he was certainly liberal. On others, he was proud to be a moderate, a centrist, I would argue a corporatist. He was one of the authors of Dodd-Frank that did regulate Wall Street. I have told you, not recently, but all the way back when they were negotiating it and when they passed it, that it is weak tea. It is a reform where they go, oh, we got it. We fixed it. Extra couple regulations. Everything's going to be fine. Now, wait a minute. Are the big banks so gigantic still that if we had a problem with them, they would endanger the U.S. economy and the entire global economy? Oh, yeah, they still are. And in fact, they're now bigger than they were when they first caused the mess. But that's okay. We put some lipstick on a pig. There was I could tell you a dozen problems with Dodd-Frank. But one of them was they had a Volcker rule, which was supposed to manage risk. Again, without getting into too much detail here. Paul Volcker was the former head of the Fed. He's the one who proposed it. I love the Volcker rule, and I talked about it on the air at the time. Then they weakened the Volcker rule so much to appease the banks that Volcker pulled his name out of it and said, don't call it the Volcker rule anymore, because that's not what I suggested. And after they passed it, what did President Obama and Barney Frank do? A historic financial reform. The problem is all fixed. Everybody look away now. Everybody look away. So then during the primaries, Barney Frank kept hitting Bernie Sanders over and over and over again. Oh, what's he worried about? Come on. We already fixed all the problems. No. The change we should have is always tiny, really incremental change, but please leave my banker friends alone. Now, the primary's over. He went on Bill Maher's program, Real Time with Bill Maher. Throughout most of his appearance, he pretended like he was Bernie Sanders' best friend. Oh, Bernie Sanders, he does the right thing. I mean, he fought for policy. Yeah, he was fighting against you, Barney. I don't know if you know that. I'm pretty sure you do. And then now he's turning around. He fought for a policy, but now he's supporting Hillary Clinton. You should do that. Jill Stein. She's really bad. Now, I don't have a strong opinion on Jill Stein, but it is interesting that whoever's the most progressive in the race, Barney Frank will come out breathing fire against. Okay, all of that is the background, but there was one particular part of his appearance that I have to comment on. So I want you to watch it first.
And now the question is, okay, does she give speeches and get money from Wall Street? And let me say, perhaps my view that is not terrible is colored by the fact that so do I. I am retired. And I'll tell you why. They said, well, why do they give you the money? I have no influence left with, I don't vote on anything anymore. You know why they give me, I'll tell you why they give.
Wall Street? You give Wall Street speeches?
Yes.
The author of Dodd-Frank with your name on the bill?
And they come to me and they want me to talk about it and what I think about it. And they don't come to me because they think, I talk to them for the same reason I'm here. I'll be arrogant. I'm interesting. So people pay. People pay in the cost.
Yeah, that is hilarious. You really think they're paying you all that money because you're interesting? I really hope you don't think that. I assume that was a joke. So why are they paying you? Oh, I have no influence. Really? You have no influence? You're deeply connected to the Clinton campaign. You've been doing a lot of the dirty work for them throughout the primary now in the general election. You have no influence? You might not be part of the Clinton administration? Is that a possibility? It's certainly a possibility, isn't it, Barney? Isn't it? I mean, you're one of their top surrogates. You have no influence? You don't know anyone left in Congress that might go to regulate or deregulate the banks? You have no influence, Barney? And Bill Maher, totally credulous, like, oh, they bring on the author of Dodd-Frank? No, but Bill, they're not bringing him on despite the fact that he was the author of Dodd-Frank. They're bringing him on because he was the author of Dodd-Frank. So don't get me wrong, Wall Street complains about Dodd-Frank all the time. But they would have complained about anything. If you tweaked them 1%, they would be like, oh my God, oh look what they're doing to me, oh mercy, mercy. So in reality, remember what Dick Durbin said a couple of years back. He said about the banks, frankly, they run this place, referring to Washington. And Dodd-Frank somehow managed to pass with banks having all that power. So I'm not saying that the banks love Dodd-Frank. But what I am saying is there could have been reform that was much, much tougher, and the banks are perfectly aware of that. So they bring in the guy who wrote Dodd-Frank, who now goes around defending all the politicians taking money from the big banks, and they give him money. Gee, I wonder if it's because he's interesting or if because the banks think there's still money to be made from Barney Frank. Now, you know who's interesting and has a lot of influence is Bernie Sanders. He's one of the most powerful Democrats. He's going back into the Senate. He's got a ton of influence and a very interesting guy. Tens of millions of people found him captivating. Yet somehow the banks are not offering Bernie Sanders a lot of money for speeches. I wonder why. Because they know Bernie Sanders is not going to support us. This is a tacit bribe, and the guy doesn't want to take the bribe. But Barney Frank, very happy to take that money. And then go, when anyone asks him, oh, the banks, like they would have any influence over any politicians. No, no. And Hillary Clinton, you can't find any examples of her being influenced by the banks, except the bankruptcy bill and the fact that she says she will not reinstate Glass-Steagall, which would make sure the banks can't gamble with depositor money, our money. What do you mean I can't find any influence? That's the most obvious influence I've ever seen. She defended the banks throughout the campaign and saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to be tough with them. You know what I told them when there was a big problem back in 2007? I told them to cut it out. She went to NASDAQ. I don't know what that has to do with the banks. And did they listen to you, Hillary Clinton, when you said cut it out? No, they didn't, did they? They didn't. And then you took a lot of their money, both for your campaigns and for your pocketbook, your personal pocketbook afterwards. Millions and millions of dollars. But don't worry, you got Barney Frank also taking money from the bank for his interesting speeches, who goes on TV and says, oh no, the banks would never influence us politicians. Sure, absolutely. Okay, I do want to share one last video with you, though, because the last part of his appearance, Barney Frank wanted to make it absolutely clear how Barney feels about the banks. Let's watch.
I love you, you love me, we're a happy family, with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
And they did. They also said that.